right, everybody, listen up. Another edition of Average is Failure. The special edition, however, we're doing the relationship edition once again. And so what I need for you guys to understand is, once again, I'm coming from the standpoint of somebody that's been through a divorce. So the reason why I'm giving you guys these tips, I'm giving you guys this advice is because I went through it. I'm hoping that you won't have to go through it yourself, all right? I'm hoping that this will help somebody to avoid going through what it is that I went through, all right, and have a big, bright future with their spouse. So one of the main things, this one thing that we're going to talk about today, one of the problems and probably the first mistake that I made was the fact that when I got married, what I should have done is I should have moved and I should have had prepared a place for myself and my wife alone, all right? So I made the mistake of moving in with my folks, all right? And if you understand anything about that, when you get married, you want to be your own king and your spouse wants to be their own queen. Or if you're a girl, you want to be your own queen and your spouse wants to be their own king over the household. And the problem when you move into a place, and by all means, there's some people who've been able to have successful relationships, right? So I'm not saying that this is across the board, but if you are able to, if your situation allows for you to, then you want to move, find a place for just you and your spouse right off the bat. Why? Because you want that freedom to experience successes and experience failures as a couple together and to fight through and struggle through some things on your own without your family having too much input in that thing. And so even when your family might even be respectful still, you all know what it's like when you're around maybe somebody that you don't really know or somebody that they're not the decision maker in whatever it is that you're doing. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And so one of the things that happens and one of the things that was a problem with me and one of the things that has affected many other relationships is the fact that they did not get their own place immediately. They moved in with parents, or maybe not just parents, or maybe grandparents, or maybe some aunts or uncles or what have you. And so it did not allow them to be the heads of the household in the way that it should be and in the way that it's been, marriage is intended to be. So I'm hoping that will be a tip that saves somebody. We're gonna come up with more principles. I'm gonna hit you guys with more principles as the weeks go on. But remember, if you're getting into a relationship, if you're getting married, then the first thing that you wanna do, one of the first things that you wanna do, make sure that you have your own place. And something as simple as having your own place will save you a lot of headaches. Trust me, I know this thing firsthand. So remember, it's all about preparation. So the average person does not prepare properly, but the person who's decided to become a beast in whatever it is that they do, the person who's decided to become a beast at being a husband, become a beast at being a wife, they understand the need to prepare. And part of that preparation is finding a place for you and your spouse to live together, not too much input from anybody else, just you and your spouse together alone and whatever kids it is that you might have. So, average is failure. Once again, you might as well be a beast. Coach Vaughn, out.